it's Jen. Welcome back to Bookish Blonde. So today I have my summer TBR jar video. I have some prompts in here that I am going to pick from. And let's see, for spring TBR I did 6 prompts and I ended up reading 4 out of the 6, so I felt like that was pretty good. So before I pick my prompts for summer, let's talk about, again, what I picked for spring, how it went. So again, I had 6 prompts for spring. One of the prompts was a blue cover. And for that one, I picked The Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is number 2 in the Inheritance Games trilogy. I did not read this one, so that was a fail. The other one I didn't read. The prompt was a random number generator on one of my shelves. And that was Eeny, Meeny. This is a number 1 book in a detective procedural by M.J. Arlidge, and I did not get to this one either, so those are the 2 that I did not get to. But for the next prompt was a new to me author, and for that one I picked Emily Wilde's Encyclopaedia of Faeries by Heather Fawcett. This one I did read. You guys know my thoughts about it already. I did not like it. The cover is the best part of this book in my opinion. This fell short for me. Definitely an unpopular opinion on this. It was 2 or 2.5 stars for me. This was a fail. Next one was a book that either had like a beach or an island or something like that, and so for that one I picked The Fury by Michaelides. This one I've not told you my thoughts yet. This was the first book I finished in the month of June, so I will give my deeper thoughts then at my wrap-up this month, but I did really enjoy this one. I think I gave it 4 stars, so this one was good. Then I also had a mood read, and so for that one I picked up End of Story by A.J. Finn. I no longer have this book. It was a copy from the library. So let's just say it wasn't for me. It fell short. 2, maybe 3 stars. I'm having a hard time rating that one. I think if you are newer to the thriller genre, you would really enjoy it, and it's not a bad book in any means. I wasn't connected to the characters, I guess the twist, and I've been waiting a long time for him to come out with another book, so it just was kind of disappointing overall, but I read it, I'm glad I read it, and that was that. The last prompt I had was a sequel, so for that one I picked up The Housemaid's Secret by Freida McFadden. That one I really loved. It was a little bit slower than The Housemaid, but overall a very quick read. You got exactly what you expected to get from Freida McFadden. You know, a twisty, page-turning story. Yes, did I roll my eyes? Is it sometimes unbelievable? Absolutely, but when I go into her books, I just know I'm going to enjoy the ride, and I'm okay with just going forward with the disbelief of like this would never really happen. But it was a good book. I think I gave that one 4 stars. So that's how I did on the spring. So let's go ahead and pick my 6 prompts for my June, July, August, my summer TBR jar. And I'm very excited. Let's see. Okay, first one is a kid pick. So I will be back. I think the only child home right now is Ashley, so she's going to be the lucky winner to pick a book for me. So I will be back with that. Okay, so for my prompt kid pick, I have my daughter Ashley here, and I have 4 books for her to choose from. Her choices are You Sleeping by Kathleen Barber. This is a psychological thriller. It has a podcast element. This was also made into, I believe, Apple TV miniseries. There was a murder. I think her father was murdered and her mother ran away into a cult or something like that. This one, I really don't know what it's about, but it's 6 Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. This is a YA fantasy, I believe. Then we have The Foundling by Stacey Halls. I read The Familiars by her and really like it. This one, we're following a lady who gave her child up to a hospital and decides to go back and reclaim her child, and the child has already been adopted, and so you're following the story with that. And then the last one, House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig. I think this is a retelling of
12 Dancing Princesses.
12 Dancing Princesses, she says. And so yeah, those are her choices. Okay, Ashley, let's hold them up for the audience here. These are our choices. What do you pick?
This one.
Okay, there you go. So that is going to be my kid pick on my summer TBR. I'm guessing you're picking this because you read it and enjoyed it, and you want me to read it.
I read that one.
Okay.
And it looks pretty cool.
Good. It is a really pretty book. It's got pretty end pages,
And,
and it's beautiful. All right, say bye, Ashley. Okay, second pick. Most anticipated. Most anticipated. Okay, for most anticipated, I am going to pick up Home is Where the Bodies Are by Jeneva Rose. I'm obsessed with this book. It looks like a VHS. This one, we are following 3 siblings, I believe 2 sisters and a brother, who go home to take care of their parents' estate because mom has died. As they're going through her stuff, they find a video. And on the video, I think dad is covered in blood. They're talking about where to hide the body, and then the video cuts. So dad kind of disappeared when they were younger. Mom is now dead, and these 3 siblings decide, do they want to try to uncover what happened or just let it go? I feel like these siblings, I believe they're like estranged up until this point, so I'm sure we're going to get perspectives from all of them. And I really enjoyed another book by her I read just recently, so this one is going to be for most anticipated. All right, third pick. Let's see. Ugly cover. Ugly cover. Okay. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back for ugly cover. Good Girls Don't Die by Christina Henry. Like, what even is this cover? It's just like a torn piece of paper. So this is what I picked for ugly cover. This one, we are following 3 main characters. It says a sharp-edged, supremely twisty thriller about 3 women who find themselves trapped inside stories they know aren't their own. We have Celia, who wakes up in a house she doesn't recognize. There's a little girl who claims to be her daughter and a man who claims to be her husband, but she does not know this family or this life. It's not hers. Allie is supposed to be on a fun weekend getaway, and then her friend's boyfriend unexpectedly drives the group to a remote cabin in the woods. No one else believes Allie, but she is sure that something about the trip is very, very wrong. And then also Maggie. She just wants to be home with her daughter, is in a dangerous situation, and doesn't know who put her there or why. She'll have to fight with everything she has to survive. 3 women, 3 stories, only one way out. This captivating novel will keep readers guessing until the very end. So that one sounds good. Hopefully it's better than the cover. Good Girls Don't Die by Christina Henry for ugly cover. We have 3 more prompts. Okay, next one is... Ooh, a new release. Okay. New release. Okay, for new release, I'm going to go with Funny Story by Emily Henry. This is her newest one. I picked this one because, honestly, I'm just dying to start reading it. This is going to be read this summer no matter if it fit a prompt or not, so that works. Funny Story, we're following a couple. They move back to the guy's hometown, and then he turns and finds out that he is still in love with, like, his best friend from his childhood. So she's now in this new place, doesn't know where to go. She reaches out, she finds a roommate. Well, the roommate is the ex of no other than the girl that his childhood friend. So they decide to fake date to try to make them jealous, and I'm sure they fall in love. It's a romance. So that will be for new release. Okay. Next one is a romance. A romance. Okay. Okay, sorry. I bumped the camera. It might be a little bit different of a spot, but I went, and for romance, I'm going to pick The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. I love this author. You guys know that. This is something I haven't read yet, so I've heard good things. I gotta take this sticker off. In this one, we're following Kristen Peterson. She doesn't do drama, will fight to the death for her friends, and has no room in her life for guys who just don't get her. She's also keeping a big secret, facing a medically necessary procedure that will make it impossible for her to have children. Planning her best friend's wedding is bittersweet for Kristen, especially when she meets the best man, Josh Copeland. He's funny, sexy, and never offended by her mile-wide streak of sarcasm, and always one chicken enchilada ahead of her hangry. Even her dog, Stuntman Mike, adores him. The only catch: Josh wants a big family someday. Kristen knows he'd be better off with someone else, but as their attraction grows, it's harder and harder to keep him at arm's length. Fun fact, did you guys know that Abby Jimenez actually has a dog named Stuntman Mike? He's on her Instagram all the time. He's the cutest little thing. So that's that one for romance. Okay, last pick for TBR Jar is a nonfiction. I don't have too many nonfiction on my shelves, but let me go see what I have and let me go pick one. I'll be right back. Okay, so for my nonfiction pick, I'm going to read, finally, The Soul of an Octopus by Montgomery. I've heard this reads kind of like a regular fiction book. I'm excited. I picked this one because there is a book on my priority reads for this year, Remarkably Bright Creatures, and I've heard that it's nice to read this one first, and it makes you appreciate Remarkably Bright Creatures even more. So that could be a pick coming up here. So I figured I might as well get this one out of the way because I know I want to read this one first before that one. So this is my nonfiction for my TBR for summer. Okay, so here's my stack. So kid pick, most anticipated, new release, nonfiction, ugly cover, romance. So there we have it. So there is my official TBR for summer. I'm excited. Some of these sound really good, and I'm excited to get started. So thanks again for taking time out of your busy days to watch my video, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Have any of you read any of these? No spoilers, but let me know if there's one that you feel I will really enjoy. Maybe I'll pick that up first, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will talk to you soon. Happy reading. Bye.